Hello, friends. It's Lila here, and I am here tonight to talk to you about anger and how it makes you feel in your body. I'm wondering if anybody out there, like, giving you hearts right now, but if you saw my bathtub video, let me know. Give me a little heart. Um, I was angry in the bathtub. Hey, Dominic. Hey, Thomas. Yeah, I did a bathtub video the other day. I was actually, I was going to do a video afterwards, I said, and what ended up happening is I got angry, and I haven't felt actually that upset in quite some time. I don't, anger rising like that doesn't serve me well or anybody well. And so it was fascinating, and I just want to talk a little bit about anger and what, how to work through it. And it's not bad to have anger, but it's just more about, I chose to not get on here and do a video in an angry state. And I've calmed down, and I have a whole new perspective, a whole new lens to see the situation. And I've been gifted through the, universal energy. As time goes on, we learn new things. And even just the past couple days, I have this really deep understanding of what it means to just live in love and forgiveness over and over and over, all as much as possible. And that's how life feels amazing, and all sorts of yumminess happens. So I'm a business coach, I'm a body coach, and I'm really in tune with my body in terms of how I feel during certain emotions. I'm very aware. Hey, Gary. Hey, Carl. Hey, April. Good evening. Happy Saturday. I'm talking about, like, what happens to your body. So I'd love to ask you, like, what happens to your body when you get angry? What does it feel like? What part of your body? Do you even notice? So for me, I have this like rising, and most people, anger is a rising, a fire inside. Hey, Blanca. Hey, girl. So yeah, hey, so I'm curious. I have this feeling inside. So I did this bathtub video a few days ago because I was upset about, I'm going to tell you a little story. I call this, I got to stop shaking it. I got a different camera on. I get this like Xena warrior princess complex. Anybody else have that like freedom fighter? Like you just want to save the day, and like no matter what, you're like, rah! I've been like this most of my life, fighting other people's battles. I spent 15 years doing environmental policy work, environmental science, working on the planet problems, working on the political problems so that people could be healthy and happy. This is sort of like my shtick. I've been in, how many of you guys have like, oh, you get a headache, Carl, fascinating. Okay, so mine, it's like a flutter in the belly, and I was like almost like shaky. And I used to not notice it so much, but I've done so much body work. And so if you're not sure what your body feels like when you get angry, like maybe just learning how to get more in tune with your body. How do you do that? Breath. Breathing into the different parts of your body. You might not send the breath exactly to the body, but the energy, the awareness, you can send it there. I just sent it over here to the shoulder. I don't know if you could tell. But that's a way to start getting in tune with your body. When you get in tune with your body, then you can know when you have emotions arise. I knew that I was not going to get on here and talk to y'all angry about something and go off on some rant. I might rant every once in a while, but I was not in a state to get on here and chat with anybody. I just needed to calm down and feel it all and go through it. And I ended up having this kind of meltdown and crying about men and the problems of men. And it was like all this internal drama. So I didn't want to bring that to you guys. Carl said, battery dying, got to check you later. Bye, Carl. See you later, brother. So what anger kind of got the best of me for a period of time, and I felt it, and I breathed, and also I journaled. And I didn't get on to here and start making some video about what I was angry about. And now I have a recognition. It's like I have a whole new loving perspective of the people that brought me to the place of even this experience. Like I felt like being mean to men. And now I'm more loving to that person, I feel like, on a whole. So there was this interesting, I don't even know if this makes sense. I hope it does. But all you guys have got angry about something you've seen on Facebook or something you've seen on the news, or somebody's cut you off, and your body responds. And that's the moment where we can choose, right? we have a choice to either get irritated. I was like justifying my anger, actually. I was justifying my anger. I even look back at the video. I was justifying it. It's not okay. It's not okay because it's not healthy for me. It's not good for everybody. It's okay to have the anger, but it's not okay to like justify it and let it go on and on. It rises, you feel it, you breathe through it, you show love and compassion to yourself, no judgment, and then you move on and continue, seeing how you can be more loving and forgiving. That's my path. Who wants to join me on the loving and forgiveness path? I mean, hello, that's amazing. I think really the path to love is forgiveness, because the only thing standing in the way of love is fear. And why are you scared? Haven't forgiven yourself probably of something. That's what all of our problems are. Is like forgiving others is one thing, but forgiving ourselves for something we've done, something we haven't done, is hard. So, a follow-up to my bathtub video. Basically, I want to bring more groundedness to you guys. More, hey Laura, hey Emily, my question was tonight, what happens to your body when you get angry? Like, what does it feel like? And then if you're interested in sharing more, it's like, what do you do then? I spoke with somebody recently who had a mentor whose wife got in an accident and was paralyzed for the last, I think, 15 years of her life. So the husband had to take, chose to take care of the wife, really beautiful care of the wife, and would get really frustrated because it was hard, and would have a space in his garage that he set up where he could like throw things. And that was his way of dealing with the frustration and anger. And, so my way was breathing, and I ended up leaving my work. I needed to go and get some dog and cat food, right? Because I got a new cat. And that got my mind, I shifted my state. I got away from the thing that was upsetting me. So you can do the same, right? Emily says she gets tense. Oh, sweating. Yeah. Yeah, tense in the body. That's a good one. The liver actually will swell up and get inflamed when we're angry because our emotions impact our body, right? Because they're in our body. And so what happens is what I recognize, I think the bigger picture here, the bigger lesson is that when you feel these emotions, there's going to be a period of time that's going to take your body to recover. If you're like, I triggered stress hormones, they were in my body. I didn't come on here. So don't go and do something off the cuff, kind of what we call irrational. Pause, be with the feeling. Most people don't want to be with the feeling. I don't really want to be with the feeling, but we got to choose to be with the feeling of anger or sadness or irritation, and then learn how to shift it by breathing, by moving our body, by shifting our focus to kitty cats and puppy dogs, something yummy like that. Ashley, hey, good evening, Ashley, good to see you. And what's interesting is that we want to bring our best self forward. How do we do that? Well, we have to feel ourselves. We have to really get in tune with our body, because when we're not in tune with our body, we bring that anger, we bring that sadness, we bring that frustration everywhere we go, to the grocery store, to your lover, to your kids, to your mother, to every single person you talk to on the phone, you talk to on the internet. And so your body is really telling you everything you need to know if you're willing to pause and listen. So, hey, Anna, I know you're in tune with your body. Hey, Linda, good evening. My question was, what happens to your body when you get angry? And my suggestion here is to do some things like breathe, move, pause, feel it, and no judgment. Just allow it to flow. Shift your focus onto kitty cats and puppy dogs. Or maybe when your baby, if you have a baby, when your baby was born. That's powerful stuff. That's medicine right there, brothers and sisters. And the reason why I find this to be so important to talk about this evening is that it affects your work. So if you have a business and you're getting angry at home and your business is suffering, that's why. Because your body-mind system is carrying it with you. You've got to get your body and your business in line, in integrity. You are your business. Whatever you do, whether you sell pickles or you ride, you sell motorcycles or you sell coaching, like a lot of my clients, it doesn't matter. You have to get in a place where you can even know your body, one, and then be able to feel your body, and then be able to shift your state if you need to, or be able to just pause and feel with no judgment so that it doesn't affect your work, because it's coming into your work, it's coming into your relationships, it's coming into anything, because it's just who you are in that moment in time. And there's no judgment. It's okay, but there's ways to get away from it by getting to know your body and learning how to move through emotion without judgment. It's a beautiful experience in life. Oh, Anna says she gets tense shoulders and a fast heart rate and shallow breath. Yeah, so it's like the shoulders will come up. So she knows that her shoulders come up. So what could you do? Relax the shoulders. If you say right now, I'm going to give you a little exercise. Okay, everybody out there who's listening right now, relax your shoulders. And let me know if it worked. And just do it yourself. Tell yourself, relax my soul, relax shoulders. And they just will. Maybe not as much as you want, but they will more and more and more. Fast heart rate, breath, right? Just pausing, feeling. Slow, long breaths. Yeah, because she said shallow breaths, so breathing more. You know, one thing is we try to go deep with the breath. What if you were to start, instead of going deep first with your breath, go wide with your breath? So when I get angry, instead of going deep breath, I go wide, fill my ribs up wide. And you can even do almost like a little hug. Feels good. Relax shoulders, wide breath. And you become in a, you start to shift into a softer state, right? And you can do this if you're angry, or you can do this if you're just frustrated by somebody who cuts you off, or if you feel impatient, for example, like, oh, I haven't got enough done, I need to do more things. Just pause, relax shoulders, wide breath. Immediately there's a shift because your consciousness, your awareness goes away from your head to your heart and into your body, and you can't help but calm down. There's no way you can't. It might take a few breaths to get even more calm. Anna says, nice, yes, I'll try that. Good thing, if I was there, girl, I would give you a hug and breathe with you. You know that. I love you guys. Happy Saturday. If anybody is having any challenges with anger, I also, drop me a little message, because I've got another exercise. Maybe I'll do another video. I've got a really good practical exercise that gave me awareness for my ex-husband and my mother, who was like extremely abusive. So there's always more levels, I think, of forgiveness, mostly for ourselves. But this particular tool I'll share with you, the book The Work by Byron Katie, and there's 4 questions and the follow-up. So anybody that knows Byron Katie's work, it's, from my perspective, it's one of the most powerful tools for forgiveness. If you're having a hard time forgiving somebody, the reason I'm bringing up forgiveness is because anger is often a result of non-forgiveness of others, but also, more importantly, yourself. You're like angry or irritated if you haven't got something done, you're not as far along as you want to be. So Byron Katie's book, The Work, it's free. It's like 10 pages, and there's a exercise where you do 4 questions and a turnaround. So if you need some support, if that doesn't make sense, let me know. I'll share it with you on a little message. I can send you a link or something. I've got the book. It's super simple but you can probably find it online too. But let me know if you can't. Oh my God, Anna says, yes, I have been immersing myself in the work lately. Byron Katie, girl, good stuff. It's really good because it starts to question, like when you're angry, for example, you can ask yourself, is this true? Can I absolutely know this is true, that I'm angry about this thing? Is this really like the truth, or is it just something I'm making up, right? And then you can ask yourself, what would it be like to not feel angry about this? And then immediately it's going to feel better, because it always feels better not to feel angry. It's okay to feel angry. It's not judgment, like go away anger. It's just feeling it, breathing it. Be like, what would it feel like to not be angry, right? To not have this feeling. Need help with forgiveness for one person in my life. I totally honor that. And Carrie says, I roam the woods. That's my medicine. I can tell, girl. I love the pictures you share on Facebook. Thank you for sharing. It's beautiful. Awesome with a wide breath. Yeah, try wide. It's interesting. Most people haven't been taught this, and this is a new paradigm. Instead of breathing deep, we'll get deep if you go wide. Because if you go wide, there's less compression and your breath just goes down. So go wide to go deep, okay? And Ashley, about the forgiveness, I totally honor what you're saying. And I know everybody out there at some point has had a hard time forgiving someone, an experience, and probably themselves. I'm going to share something right now that I've never shared on a video, and it just popped in my head, and it's very vulnerable. But I used the N-word once. I called two people the N-word. I was working third shift, going to school. I actually ended up having a pretty big breakdown shortly thereafter. But I remember the moment doing that, and in that moment I was like tired and young and broke and lost in the world, and I had no idea what life was like. It was horrible. So I used this horrible word, and I couldn't, and so it's a thing of forgiveness, right, for myself. And it can be the same thing for someone else. Somebody else did something to you and it feels bad if you do something, right? You have to find forgiveness. You have to find a pathway. What I'm offering you is breath, just choosing, I forgive myself no matter what. That wasn't the best me, that I know that I was struggling in the time. And more importantly, honor the people, honor the woman that you were at the time that whatever happened, but honor the other person. Like, the other person is not perfect. They're human. They have their own human path. Like, they're trying their best at any time. If you're angry with them, it's not hurting them. It's hurting you. I know you know that. We all know that, but feel it. Feel your body and what that anger's doing. It's irritating your liver. Everybody around you knows. Even if they don't know, they know. Because you carry it. It's like your backpack. We carry everything with us that we hang on to. It just is. So if you're having struggles in your jobs, your relationships, anything, it's because you're stuck there on the forgiveness. And I speak to myself as well. We can all have more layers of forgiveness. So anywhere we're stuck in life, it could be because we're hanging on to this like thing. We're spending energy and time even maybe thinking about it. And that's preventing us from moving forward in another part of our life. So for example, I wasn't able to forgive my ex-husband until I found this Byron Katie work. And in a moment I did. And I called him within an hour. Had conversation, and since I've had several conversations. But I would never be able to bring in a relationship. Let's just be honest. I would never be able to like have a successful business if I was still pissed off at my ex. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't know that many successful people that are still pissed off at somebody. I don't know. Healthy people, people with weight on. I'm like, I didn't know this video was going to be this longer, but I like this line of conversation. Anger really is challenging because if you're holding weight on your body, it's partly because your organs think you need that weight to be safe because something's going to hurt you because you're angry at nothing that even exists right now, something that happened before, right? And I was like that too. I had a really abusive mother. And so I just was like, I was so pissed off, and I would try to have a relationship with her. And then I would get pissed off again. And I'm still working on that one. I'm going to be fully honest. I haven't fully mastered that one yet, but I'm working on it because I want to live a life of love and compassion, of health and abundance. And I want to help you guys and everybody else do the same. And I really believe that feeling your body, right? Owning your worth, right? Choosing to take action towards your dreams, that's the way to live a fulfilling life without sacrificing yourself, right? So I hope this was helpful. I hope this was a beautiful Saturday night for y'all. I'd love to know what you're doing this Saturday night, and I would love to know this one thing tonight. Please share. Please, somebody give me a bajillion comments, or just one, is this. What does your body feel like tonight? What are you doing? So if you're like watching a movie, what does your body feel like? Is it peaceful? And where in your body? So what does it feel like, and what part of your body do you feel it in? So, for example, right now I feel open-hearted right now. I feel very open-hearted right now. And I feel that in my chest, right? That makes sense. I feel that in my chest. I feel most sensation in my chest, and I feel very open-hearted. So if you're eating ice cream, if you're going dancing, if you're watching television, whatever you're doing tonight, I would love to hear, or let me tell you what, you might be watching this tomorrow, right? So I better say, since this is a video, right? If you're watching this, I got a cat making noise in the background. Can you hear this cat making noise in the background? If you're watching this during the daytime, what does your body feel like? So maybe you're like at the park on a Sunday or at church or eating lunch with your friend or sleeping in or having coffee, whatever you're doing right now or later, share with me, what does your body feel like and what part of your body? Because this is a first step in just really getting to know yourself. And people always say, like, you have to know yourself. I recently asked a question, what's your dating advice in 5 words or less? And the takeaway was be you. But the problem is, most people, including myself, we don't know how to be us. So really, how do you be you? And how do you attract the kinds of people who are more them? That's what we call authentic. You get into your body. I would argue that all these people that say they're authentic aren't even in their body. They're just in their head. They don't even know who they freaking are. I hadn't thought about that until now. I'm going to claim that one. That is so true. Oh, I am so authentic. You don't even know what you're shoving down your throat right now. Just saying. I love y'all. I just went on a rant. I'm going to calm down. I got to watch that anger. Here I go again. Just kidding. I just want everybody to feel good. I want everybody to get in their body and be aligned so they can get everything they want, right? That's what I'm here for. I love you guys. Pete, David, Colin, so good to see you, brothers. Oh, man, all these people from all around the world. I think Facebook it's been a blessing in my life. Blessings to you. Namaste. My heart is so open right now, and it's sending love to you, and I really honor the light within you. You are a special being, and you deserve to feel and know yourself more and more and more and every day. Let go of the anger. Step into the peace and abundance. Love and blessings. Bye, guys.